Hey folks, it's Nessa here on Infinitely Zero's channel. Like I promised, part 2 of my Herrschners yarn haul. Anyways, I bought these last year. Towards the end of the year, they had some really good sales, and I ordered quite a few kits. So, like I mentioned, I'm gonna do this in a few videos so that it's not one big long video. Spread out some of the content, since I'm trying to not buy yarn starting this year in 2025, and I lasted a whole maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I think, into February. So the whole Joann's thing, that their stores are closing, I felt like I needed to buy some yarns. Did a bit of panic buying with those. I didn't show everything that I bought. I showed just some of the newer yarns. And then, of course, I saw good sales on Yarn Inspiration and Herrschners and Mary Maxim, so I did a few other orders there, plus the subscription kits that I was already a part of too. So, anyways, welcome to my new and returning watchers and subscribers. Thank you so much for being here. If you like the content on my channel, please click like and subscribe. It's free to subscribe. The button's below underneath me. And thank you so much for your continued support for my members. Thank you so much for having a membership. And I think I already mentioned subscription is free if you want to subscribe. The membership is a paid membership. And when you click on the join button, you can choose which one you'd like to do. And it gives you the information of which perks and how much it costs. But thank you everyone so much. So, on to the good stuff. Stained glass Afghan crochet kit. It's really pretty. It's done with thin yarn though, if that's an issue for some people. That tends to hurt my hands, so I gotta take it slow when I do these things with thinner yarn. It comes in this clear plastic, awesome, I love these bags, zippered bag. I bought all this stuff with my money. I'm not affiliated with anyone, but I figured some people may want to see what the kits look like before they buy them. Before they decide to buy them. Like maybe there's a sale and they're like, oh, I've always really liked that one. What does it look like? I was very surprised when this arrived and it came with all this yarn. Like all this yarn. I was like, whoa. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think that's 18 skeins, right? So this is what it looks like outside. It comes in a plastic sleeve, the pattern. And then it comes with a little, whoops, kind of like sew on label that you can write your name in there, that it was made by you, and it brings a darning needle. This is what the pattern looks like. Very pretty. It's Bavarian crochet stitch. I did a square like that once and I wanted to learn it more and do more of it. So it's classified for them. They say it's an intermediate skill pattern. The finished size is 54 inches by 54 inches, which is 130 centimeters by 137 centimeters. And then they mention for it's using Herrschners Afghan yarn, which is a two-ply fine, categorized number 2 fine weight yarn. It's also called their Afghan 2-ply yarn, so that's why. They say the stained glass is 12 ounces. Those many skeins. Their skeins of this type of yarn are 2 ounces each. So that would be 6 skeins of the stained glass. The grape is 6 ounces, which is 3 skeins of that color. The Admiral color is another 6 ounces, another 3 skeins. 3 skeins of squash, which is 6 ounces, and Bing cherry, which is 6 ounces. And I'll show those to you now. Yeah. And the yarn is machine wash, warm, dry, on low until slightly damp. Remove from dryer, lay flat to dry, and shape to finish drying. So that's nice. So, look at this pretty yarn. I think their solid colors are a little thicker than their striped ones, and they're variegated striped. Just by like a little bit. I don't know if you can see the difference. At least that was my experience when I was working with the baby mandala kit that I did. I know it's hard to see on camera. See? The striped one is a little thinner. And the solid colors are nice and soft. They're very soft, and these are less soft. So, it's Herrschners Afghan yarn. Again, like I mentioned, it's categorized as a number 2 fine weight yarn. This colorway is called stained glass. And it's 100% acrylic. Like I mentioned before, it's 2 ounces or 56 grams, 244 yards per skein or 224 meters. They recommend a US size 4 knitting needles or crochet hook and E4 hook. Machine wash and dry, made in China. So that's what I just read to you guys. The pattern calls for a G6 4mm crochet hook or size to obtain gauge, and they have the gauge there written in the pattern. So the stained glass color is a beautiful burgundy with a fuchsia, with a dark purple, a blue. It's like a periwinkle blue and orange, kind of mixed in all there together. That's the colors I see. And when they do these, Herrschner's is really good about putting like the colors that coordinate together of their striped yarns or variegated yarns with their solids. So the orange that matches very nicely. The specifications are the same, just the colorways are different. It's the squash. That's the name of that colorway. It's the orange. So if you see, it's very pretty together. And there's 3 skeins of that. This one's the Bing Cherry, I'm pretty sure. See? The next one, I think this one's Grape, which is one of their darker purples. It doesn't look that dark there, but trust me, it is. That's how that looks together. And then the last one is that pretty blue, and this is called Admiral, that color. Whoops. So that's how those colors look all together. And I mean, you can always, if you need ideas for colorways, you can always use this colorway and get it in their worsted weight for yarn and get similar colors if you want another project and you weren't sure what colors to use. So you can always look at the kits as inspiration. Especially if you then look at my video and see what was the name of those colors. That would help too. I feel compelled to have to organize my kit into the order that it was because I like all the colors to be lined up in the correct order. It's a thing for me. And of course it's a plastic bag, so it moves. But yeah, I was like, wow, that's a lot of yarn. I think that's all in there more or less. So yeah, I think that's beautiful. It's so pretty. I want to start it already. I know I have so many kits that I want to work on and other projects. Ugh, this whole sleep thing gets in the way. So I wanted to do some of these recordings. I've been doing them a bit ahead of time because I have a lot of stuff to do for work and a lot of work training that I still need to do, so. And I haven't been feeling well. Actually, I like it on the other side. So I figured I would record this for you guys and then I can release them whenever I get a chance. So I hope you like this kit. I'll show you the other one now. And you can keep your project, and when you finish the blanket, you can keep your finished blanket in this pretty zippered bag too. So that's awfully convenient. I just don't like it when my pattern gets wrinkled being in here. In the bag, like if it's not, you know, if it's a lesser full bag, sometimes the pattern gets wrinkled. not too bad. Next, I promised I'd show you guys in the part 2 video, is this really pretty Harvest Afghan. That one was on back order when I ordered it, and it just recently arrived. And this one has quite a few yarns too. So that's what this one looks like. This one's also an intermediate skill level. So it's like chevron ripple with some like it looks like some 3D three double crochet clusters there. It's very pretty, but you can do this in whatever colors you like. Again, it's classified as an intermediate. It's 48 inches by 61 inches, which is 122 by 155 centimeters. It's only one page, you know, so it's not super complicated. And it says machine wash and warm and dry on low. It also has the little label too. So that was pretty cool. What I did notice in this one is that 3 of the yarns were mislabeled for the names on the label. But that's not a big deal because I could figure it out. So the pattern here calls for 6 ounces of Bing Cherry colorway, which is 3 skeins of that. The same deep teal, 6 ounces, which is 3 skeins of that. 8 ounces of the cream colorway, which is 5 skeins. Sorry, 4 skeins of that. And the burgundy is 6 ounces, which is 3 skeins of that. So what I noticed here was this was the Bing Cherry, right? And that one's labeled correctly. This is the same specifications as that yarn in that other kit. And then there were 3 of these, which they labeled cream, which are obviously not cream. And these are the burgundy. So the Bing Cherry is the darker one that has a little bit more brown, and this one would be the burgundy, I believe. Then the other is this pretty color, which is deep teal. So there's 3 of those. This is the cream colorway. Definitely looks like cream and not red. And then this is the cider colorway, which is similar to the squash, but not exactly the same color. So let me see if I can show you the colors. I'm glad they're little. You would probably arrange it something like this. So you have the alternating of colors. Maybe switch these 2. Anyways, you can play around with it on your own. Now to get these all back in there all together. Yeah, again, 4 cream, 3 of the teals, 3 of the ciders, and then the Bing Cherries. I think these were like a little mixed up when they were in here. There we go. They just don't want to get in their spots. Anyways, I can fuss with this all day. I'm sure you don't care to watch a video of me fussing with yarn trying to organize it into a bag. Sorry. I got a little hyper focused there. So anyways, my point was that I wanted to tell you guys was that there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 skeins of yarn in here. I wanted to show it all nice and neat, but I guess you're gonna have to rewind the video and look at it in the beginning, and then you can count it there. And I'm still messing with it. Okay, sorry about that. So I had seen a video and I had seen this from another content creator. Oh, boo, I forgot her name. Llama Vee, I think. She does some really pretty things. I suggest you check out her channel. So she had mentioned she had made bags, and one way to do them is to get other different tote bags and then line them. I'm thinking of doing that with some granny squares and other different things. So I ordered this big pack. It's a pack of 8 through Amazon, and I figured, well, it just arrived today. Let me show you guys what it looks like, what one of them looks like. And you can look for them on Amazon. My goodness, I should have left it out. Ugh. Let's see if it says the size of the bags on here. It says burlap tote bag. They are 14, I think, by 17 inches maybe by 12.8 inches by 7.448 inches. So they look like this. They have handles, which is cool. So I don't have to sew on handles. They do smell very plasticky, just FYI. I was not expecting a plastic smell from them. They open. It's sort of like, it has like a plastic in, like a, yeah, some sort of plasticky inside, if you notice. Trust me, that's not burlap right there. It's like smooth, and you could wipe it clean, I guess, for a bag. But if you have issues with strong smells, I suggest you air it out for a while somewhere where you're not going to smell it. It has this extra little pouch in here, sewn in here, that has a zipper, a metal zipper. And the cool thing is, if you live in a higher crime area or paranoid like I am, you can close the bag with the zipper for the tote bag, so somebody's not going to stick their hand in and steal your stuff when you're not looking. I mean, I guess they could still stick their hand here on the side, but if you're that paranoid, you can always go ahead and stitch that closed, right, on both sides. But then you may have it, or at least on one side, and then have issues, you know, and then keep the side that's open, like, towards the front, so somebody doesn't go out behind you to do that. But anyways, but yeah, I thought the handles are good. It looks like it's stitched well. I figured I should open it now that I just got it to see how they looked. So yeah, I'm happy. I think it might be pretty hard on my hands to try to sew through to put the squares on there, but I'll have to figure something out on how I can pierce this like plasticky burlap material. And then I bought these that are like little canvas zipper bags. I had bought from a different type when I ordered through Amazon a few years ago, and I use them, and what I do is I either make a square on the circular knitting machine and close the tube, and then sew the outside of the square. I have one. to make the bag, like this. It's very quick make, and you can use whatever yarn you want. This was some leftover Red Heart Super Saver I had. It's double knit. You don't even have to make it double knit. And then I went ahead and sewed it by hand and attached it. But that means I didn't have to use fabric and create a whole lining and sew it and then sew by hand the zipper. No, I have now a professionally attached zipper to the whole bag, so it makes that bag good. But the other one I made of this, I guess I overstuffed it and I was using it in my purse and it busted, so the zipper busted. So I wasn't very happy with the quality of these, but they are a metal zipper. So I ordered from this other brand, and it came vacuum sealed. I always keep my scissors next to me. So let's see. And I was like, ooh, let's open it on a video. So I'm like, so since it's still in my return window, I think this was the medium size. No, or the large size. These might have been the large size. It says a 12 pack. They're 8.3 by 6 inches, I think. I don't know. If you guys can read that, welcome. Whatever that says. Ooh, so that's 5 there. And I wanted the different colored zippers. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess there were 12. It looked like there was only 6 in there because they had sealed it. So they're like that. They're colorful zippers. It looks like the sewing is well. It looks like it's machine stitched, which is nice. Yeah, they look nice. So, and it looks like it's a nice zipper. And that's how the stitching looks. The serger on this, you know, on the edges. I know it's hard to see because it's white on canvas. There you go. Yeah, and I guess the bottom is serged too. Well, that's the corner, so it's like you don't have stitching here, so nothing will fall through the hole, so that's nice. So yeah, so it's pink, baby blue, black. That's nice. Then you can pick what zipper matches with the outside that you're making. Reds, yellow, and green. I'm pretty happy with it. They all look like they're good quality. I should probably test all the zippers. But yeah. So I got this on Amazon in the US as well. The same with the tote bags. And I think it's a good idea. I mean, maybe if you just wanted to make a little quick make and you don't really want to go to markets, or maybe if you do want to go to markets, this definitely will cut down some time for you on actually making the product because it already has a nice liner. I don't remember the exact price that I paid for this, but these were those 12 or 16 or $17 for the whole pack, I think. It depended the size that you ordered. They had smaller ones. And then those big tote bags, that pack of I think it's 8, was 40 bucks. So yeah, not super cheap, but I think it's a well-made tote bag, especially if you can, you know, get over the smell. And it's nice that you can wipe it clean. You can go do shopping with those bags. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Have a great night or day. Take care. Bye.